Okay, before I get going with some benchmarks, I'll just show you what I've got the Quest set to. So I generally have it set to 72 Hz, and that's because I can push the highest resolution without reprojection kicking in and have the best image quality. So for the benchmarks, I'm going to leave it at 72 and basically leave the resolution on the maximum, and then play around with the settings and look at the performance overhead. If you're after more details on how to configure the Quest 2 and enter some of the settings, check out my other video in the corner at the top. I go over this in detail on how to use the performance HUD to fine-tune the game. So, yep, that's enough of me talking. Let's get straight to some benchmarks in Assetto Corsa Competizione. So I'll just quickly show you the settings that I've got here for this benchmark. A lot of these were set from when I played the game prior to the update. Key one to note, sharpness, that's a good one for really getting the image looking good. And VR pixel density, I've got 100%, so that should match the render resolution in the Oculus app I showed you earlier. And mirror quality I've turned down low because that tends to tank the frame rate. And right, get going with that.
Green light, go, go, go.
So, BMW M4. So, obviously there's no cars, no other cars, and we're sitting around 20% performance headroom. Like I said, both set to 72 Hz. Track's been updated. That is looks a little different. Next, the advertisement board's been updated. It looks different. Used to the differences on how his cars handle there. Play on the brakes. I don't know what the temperature yet though. I do like the sound of the BMW. Okay, so let's stop here. I'll see if I can sharpen the image up a bit. So, options, video. So what I'd normally do is increase this, and I'd reduce the horizontal and vertical scale in Oculus Debug Tool, just so it's not rendering as much as the image, but we get more pixels for a smaller area. If I hit apply now, see the performance headroom should drop. It's like 2%. It's going into minuses, so this is pretty much the graphics card maxed out. So let's see how that looks. So yeah, I can see it looks sharp from a distance now, but you can see reprojections kicked in. I'm now at 36 locked, so let's see if we can turn that off. Debug tool. There we go. So, no reprojection, but we're not hitting 72 in yet. So very still through. So, that's not going to work. Right. So, I'm going to leave all the quality settings the same. And we're going to go DLSS on. And we're going to start off with quality. See how that goes. So we've got 15% headroom. Let's see how that runs. Still looks sharp. In fact, it looks a bit clearer than what it was before, bizarrely. I'm guessing it's using the sharpness setting on the DLS graphics option rather than the generic sharpening option, which might be a bit too high, perhaps. Okay. It's fairly solid at 72. Let's do a lap, see if it drops. Obviously with more cars it's probably going to push the GPU more, but it's not easy to benchmark when you've got the AI flying past you, barging you out of the way. Pretty good. Oops. Bit too soon then. So far so good. Hold this at 72 frames. 72 hertz should I say. 72 frames per second. Alright, let's go up a level on the DLSS settings. Right, quality, let's go for balanced, which should be the next one up, so that should give us a bit more performance headroom. So what's that gone up to? About 30% on average. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, you can see it looks a bit more blurry. Now we're moving to going 35. So I think at this point I'd probably look at turning the refresh rate up on the Quest 2 higher. That amount of headroom should be able to manage 80 Hz, maybe even 90. However, we've got to factor in how many vehicles we're going to be rendering in a race. We've got the whole grid on. So I can see the differences on the dash. You seem to forget about it though. Quite easy to race like this. One thing I'll mention is a couple of friends of mine on the Discord who have Rift S's, so Lincoln Clay, shout out to Lincoln Clay, in Aerox. They're both using the Rift S, and when they've tried DLSS, that's it, they haven't actually seen that much of a difference. If anything, it's made things more smeary and worse, and that's probably because of the practical limits of the headset and its low resolution. And also that it's fixed at 80 Hz, so they can't push a high refresh rate. I've overshot this. Let's turn it up to the next setting, see what that's like. Options, video. So we had quality balanced. We'll go performance next. So that was on what, 30%, 35% headroom? What will I go up to now? On to 40, 45. And the distant objects really have lost their render detail now. So sitting around the 45, 40 to 45 mark, so it's not giving me that much more performance. Maybe for a much higher resolution, be a bigger gain. So if you're playing on perhaps the Reverb G2 or a Vario Aero or something like that, much higher resolution, or the new Pimax, this would be potentially useful. I don't think this is the same for Quest, unless of course pushing the refresh rate up to higher to 120 Hz maybe. Interesting artifacting on the telephone wire there. Don't know if that's coming through on Oculus Mirror. I'll have to watch that back on a replay. Definitely lost the detail. So we'll try out high performance just for a laugh, but I expect it's going to be a mess. Right, options, video, and we'll change to ultra performance. So we're on 45%, between 40 and 45% headroom. When it hit apply, let's see what it jumps to. 50. Okay. So I guess. Okay, really funky stuff going on the dashboard now. It does look like someone smeared Vaseline all over the lenses. looking at the telephone wires now. Switch it back to quality mode. Just to remind myself what it looks like at the end. So when playing No Man's Sky, the menu settings, I remember it saying for the Ultra Performance mode is recommended for 8K resolutions. But I don't think that would particularly work if this game is so demanding. It's only giving me 50% headroom, not 150%. Shimmering effect on the dash as well. It's not handling the telephone wires at all, though. So I think for me, probably quality mode and balance mode I'd use. One quick change, so yeah, can't really make this Assetto Corsa sign out after the green lights really. Draw that back down to quality. Oops. Video. Quality. Go back down to 20% headroom. That's sharpened up quite a bit. And the telephone wires are actually wires again. Alright. I think I'll leave the video there. I might do some further testing on the index. That's got a lower resolution but can also go up to 140 Hz. Hope you found the video useful. Don't forget, if you did, hit the thumbs up. Got any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you want to join in with racing, we've got ACC Friday coming up every Friday at 8:30 GMT. Go to hamvr.uk if you want to sign up and race with us. Otherwise, you can just turn up on the day as long as you've got a safety rating of over 70. If you don't have a safety rating that high, just register and you can get in. Right, that's it from me. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, bye.